As promised, yesterday, Justin Baldoni and his team launched a website with all of the evidence against Blake Lively. The website is thelawsuitinfo.com, and the landing page has two documents, a 224-page amended complaint, which was filed with the court the day before the website was released, and a 168-page timeline of events. Justin's attorney, Brian Friedman, said they filed the amended complaint due to, quote, the overwhelming amount of new proof that has come to light. And one of the pieces of new evidence is the allegation that Blake Lively had been working with the New York Times weeks before the article was published. So as a reminder, Blake Lively filed her civil complaint, the precursor to a lawsuit, against Justin Baldoni in December. And the next day, less than 24 hours later, this article was published in the New York Times. There have been questions if she worked with the New York Times to create this article ahead of filing her civil complaint, because her 80-page complaint was discussed in detail in the New York Times article, and the article was released less than 24 hours after it was filed in court. So in the amended lawsuit, Justin Baldoni and team provide evidence that the article was being written before the lawsuit was filed. So the amended complaint says, at 9:46 p.m. on Friday, December 20th, a New York Times reporter requested the Wayfarer party's response to an imminent 4,000-word bombshell story concerning their alleged orchestration of a smear campaign targeting Lively. They were asked to provide on-the-record comment and to notify the Times of any inaccuracies by noon the next day, December 21st. And then the lawsuit says, despite its claims to have reviewed these along with other documents, the Times relied almost entirely on Lively's unverified and self-serving narrative. And then they say that the article was published at 10:11 a.m., 2 hours before the deadline for their response. They say this brazen disregard for journalistic integrity and fairness resulted in an article rife with inaccuracies, misrepresentation, and omissions. And then they say the 4,000 plus words of the New York Times article dropped less than a day after Lively apparently filed her complaint. The close coordination between Lively's team and the New York Times, likely over a matter of months before the complaint was filed, is plain and has now been proven beyond doubt thanks to internet sleuths from around the world. Okay, and then they have evidence of this that they show, but they say the New York Times loads images and other data files for its website using a file naming convention that indicates the date the data in question was created or loaded onto the website. As members of the public soon discovered, the URLs for various images in the article point to dates as early as December 16th, 2024. And then they show evidence. So this image was uploaded on December 16th, this one on December